Okay, so I'm about to bring down some moral panic on you. This goes out to all the people who is berating people who are buying Blizzard products right now for not supporting Hong Kong. And I just want to think if you have an Apple phone, if you have a Microsoft computer or product, which means Windows, if you've ever bought from Marlboro cigarettes, if you've ever bought clothes from H&M, those then you are a supporter of child labor. This is a fact. And I literally see people tweet on their iPhone how people who are buying Blizzard products are, terrible people and shouldn't do it and support China in Hong Kong's, endeavor or whatever. That's so insanely hypocritical because while you are doing that because that's important and big to you as a gamer, you are literally writing it on a child labor made product from kids who die in those workplaces and work 12 hours a week for nothing pay in literally biohazardous environments and mining. And you are all completely fine with that. Like you are pretending that your swag jacket is not from a child labor, that your iPhone is not being assembled by a child labor. But the thing is, like, you choose to not battle with that because one, you either choose to be willfully ignorant, even though you know deep down that where it came from, or two, you're a perfectly normal human being who cannot fight every injustice in the world, and so you choose and pick your battles. So what I'm saying is, if you want to protest Blizzard and boycott Blizzard and their games, that is completely fine, and you're doing the right thing. You're doing good. I'm not saying you're doing bad. Fuck them, like literally, and all the other brands who use child labors and stuff like that. But don't berate your friends. Don't be mean to the people who choose to not take a part of that particular battle. It don't make them by default terrible people because while they do that, they might be supporting wildlife and sending money over there or making huge strides there. And while you are berating people for buying Blizzard products, you are using products made from child labor. You can't just overlook that. It is insanely hypocritical, and a lot of you people are. I'd say most of you are. And just realize that we all choose what to fight. Like we all choose what's important to us, to gamers. This is a important thing, but buying an iPhone made from a child labor is and tweeting on that one is not important to you. And you can't claim that you don't know because either you willfully don't know or you don't. I don't know on my OnePlus phone, but I am fully aware that it might have been made by a child, and that is scary, and it is a terrible thought, and it is something we all have to choose and live with. Because you do not donate money every time you see a starving kid in Africa commercial. You do not skip out on the next model of your phone because it was made by a child labor or sued by child labor. So we all pick our battles and try to keep that in mind that even though your friends who play Blizzard products might do that and they support, if you know them as friends and you know them as good people, they will most likely support something else that is, not terrible or, fight for that's important to them. Because at the end of the day, we are all sitting with every nicety that we have, every modern technology, clothing, video games, computers, VR, whatever you got, lights, they have most likely been made by someone in a country that is worse off in inhumane conditions. And that is the world we live in, and you are extremely naive if you think that is not the case. So before you berate your friends, not Blizzard, fuck them, berate them all you want, it's good. But before you berate your friends for using their products, look at your phone, Google the clothing brand you're currently wearing, because you'd be surprised that you are doing the exact same thing that your friends are doing. They just choose to fight something else. And that doesn't mean that they support China, because your iPhone or Microsoft product doesn't mean that you support child labor. Try to keep that in mind and be nice to each other.